What's up, guys? It's your boy Black Oni coming at you guys with another review. The special thing about this review today is actually that this review is actually two games that I'll be reviewing separately and also giving a final review for both games separately. I just want to knock this out the way. This was requested by a friend of mine named Chris, and I really wanted to do this one because I accept the challenge. But not only that, these are actually two really good games. The first one actually being Star Wars Galaxies of Heroes or Starwars Online MD. But the thing about these games are both of them are E for everyone, in which I'm down for the E for everyone. The other thing I actually like about it is one is actually a strategy based game and the other one is an action based game. We are going to start off and actually talk about Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. First thing about this game that I liked off the bat was that it has every single character from the Star Wars movies. It is, like I said, once again, E for everyone, great role-playing game, and also got an award for Editor's Choice. I'm trying to figure out how long this game has actually been around, but overall, the game is actually very well put. It is also an RPG. You can upgrade your characters. The more you play and the more battles you actually go through, you can actually play and actually find more characters or find, upgrades to new characters. One other thing that I thought was pretty cool about this game is that off back, you're going to get some characters. Everybody's characters are going to be different when they start off. Your characters, you have to actually fight your way through different levels and different types of scenarios and background settings. The art itself is actually very good and set pretty much right for it as an RPG. I love the actual classical music they play actually from Star Wars. They didn't actually go away from that. They actually stayed on that. I like that it's actually still created by Disney and Lucasfilms. So it is a legit Star Wars game for Star Wars fans. Another thing that I liked was, I think the producers of it, if I'm not mistaken, were called Electrix Arts. If I'm not mistaken, I could be mistaken on that. But overall, the game was very, very cool. You collect things and you also battle. You picked out of many heroes and villains. You do get villains in this game that you can play with, like Darth Vader, Dark Moth, and the list continues. I like that when you're picking out certain things that there are holograms. I love the boss fights in this game, and just pretty much training your the selection of people that you have to become more powerful so you can actually do well in more battles. The thing is, you cannot actually go on to the next main level or the next chapter of the heroes part unless you get 3 stars on every single thing. So you have to constantly upgrade your characters, build them up to become stronger, because if one of your characters dies off, you only get 2 stars. But if you get multiple characters die off, you only get 1 star. So with that being said, you definitely want to build your characters up to be a lot stronger and be able to fight. Like I said, epic boss battles for an RPG game. And now I will be real about this. Some characters, it will not make sense for them to be fighting in the same universe, or not the same universe, but at different time zones. Like young Luke Skywalker, before he had the sword. You start off as a rifleman with him, and you're playing with, another guy from Clone Wars. One of the clones, I can't think of his name right now, but you're playing with one of the main characters from Clone Wars. You have fleet battles and all of that stuff. So like I said, the game is actually really, really well put. The thing that set me off in the wrong way with this was pretty much that one of the characters that you play with, or not one of the characters that you play with, but one of the selections that you have. This being an RPG, you have to, turn-based type game, you have to be able to choose your attacks carefully. Doing the wrong attack actually can kill or do a lot more damage to your characters that you've been training more than anything. So they put in this one thing, and I actually don't agree with it that much. Definitely, even though this is a cell phone game, I don't agree with it being in the game, and that's the auto button. The auto button is a big no-no for me, basically because it takes away the excitement of you actually playing the game. It makes it quite dull, and the battles are not as long as they should be. Literally, a battle can actually end, and what you will see if you're actually looking at the video, actually, a lot of the battles will actually end very quickly. Like, it's in a matter of seconds, not even longer than half of a minute sometimes, that a lot of these battles will actually end with, of course, your character winning. You may end up losing. But another cool thing I actually do like about this is that the characters overall, they actually play out very well with each and every story. These being good guys, it's kind of like a different type of universe if you could play with different characters. So hopefully you Star Wars fans out there will actually enjoy this or like this. Maybe you like to build up and get your favorite character that you actually like. And mind you, like I said, this goes all the way, if I'm not mistaken, to Force Unleashed. I know it constantly updates, so there will actually be newer characters pulled in. So if you like newer characters and stuff like that, I would say this is a game for you, definitely RPG wise. The thing I'm not digging is the RPG button once again. And like I said, if I had to rate this game overall out of a 5 out of 5, I would only rate it a 4 out of 5 just due to the auto button. And that's pretty much it. Like, the game is actually really, really good. It's a great turn based, good in combat, and it updates with different events also as well. Every cell phone game I talk about, of course, is also going to have, you can pay for something or just constantly play through until you get it. And like I said, this game, does not surprise me when it comes to you have to buy this, but you also can get the same thing if you constantly play and work at the game. With that being said, overall, everything is good. Like I said, I like the game, but like I said, once again, I give it a 4 out of 5. The next game that I'll actually be talking about is Sword Art Online MD. And the one thing I like, it's a lot of things that I love about this game. I love that you control your characters. You can actually pull out different special moves with actually using different types of counters. One of my favorite being that holding block while a boss is getting ready to actually come down on you and attack you. If you block, cancel out, and actually call in your support character, it'll go into a different special mode. It actually has a storyline and everything, just like the original Sword Online. If you like the second one, in which I know a few people didn't, then this game may not be for you. It is Japanese audio. They do talk, and it's not English dubbed at all. But this game was made by Bandai Entertainment Inc. So you can find this one. It's also E for everyone. I actually really didn't see any realistic problems with this game. It played exactly how it kept true to the story. That's what I will say. It kept true to the story. It was action based. It's everything that I could see that was, that the game could, definitely be as a arcade game. If it was on a system, I would actually still play it, believe it or not. The things I did not like about the game would be that the game overall itself being a flat screen game and I couldn't turn it over and actually use 2 of my fingers. I had to kind of stand the game up straight, in which you will also see if you look at the screen. I don't like games like that all the time, basically because it takes away from the playability. Sorry about that. The playability of this game. And that's the one main thing I really don't like about the games that just stand up instead of being long ways. That's another reason why I gave Star Wars a 4 out of 5 is because it only had that one major problem. This game right here is not bad. It's actually very addictive, and I actually really enjoyed it just as well. So like I said, 2 games getting a 4 out of 5, you can't really beat. There was really nothing I could bash my head on this game either, because the combos and storyline was actually very, very tightly entwined with Sword Art Online, and the animation was pretty cool for what it was. The story and everything is actually pretty tied up. If I'm not mistaken, I really didn't enjoy when they went back to swords instead of weapons and sabers, but I can't hate on it for that. So it does get a 4 out of 5. I hope that you guys like this both of them, if if you're a Star Wars fan and you do like Sword Art Online, give it a try. If you didn't like the second season, still give it a try. It's a really nice game. Like I said, once it's E for everyone, and it's by Bandai Entertainment Inc. So that's pretty much my 5 cents on it. Like, I really can't poop on this game or anything like that. It did have bugs when it first came out, but apparently they have been resolved and fixed. And like I said, the combos are simple. Sometimes they're a little bit too easy, but with that being said, it is what it is. This is your boy, the Black Oni, signing out in 3, 2, 1. A lot of folks hating on me for no reason. I can switch my mental image like these seasons. Simply breathing, you don't wanna play with me, cause every single time you bringing out the demon in me. That's the Oni when he coming at you. It's not for games, it's not for shows, so go ahead and let him know, I'm not a simple snack, so when you get hit, you can take it now or later.